Let's hop on to the investigations needed for infertility. We'll begin with the clinical evaluation of the male partner, and that involves a general examination for health, obesity, or other issues, a local examination for diseases or congenital anomalies, and specific male fertility tests include semen, urine, and blood analysis. Likewise, for the female partner, the clinical evaluation involves a general examination for body build or nutritional status, a pelvic examination for infections or disorders, and specific female fertility tests include blood test for FSH or LH that is done on day 2nd or 3rd of a menstrual cycle, blood progesterone that is done on day 7th. Now BBT is not a much reliable method these days. And next we have postcoital test and transvaginal scan. Remember, one need not to go through each and every test. Moving to the management of infertility, first things first, a healthy lifestyle for both the partners can by no means overlooked upon, and any underlying medical condition in either or both the partners needs to be treated. Sexual intercourse around 10th to 17th days of a 28-day cycle is at most desirable, and abstinence from intercourse before and after this fertile period helps to increase the sperm count. The female partner should rest quietly after the intercourse to allow semen to well settle in the cervix. And you need to speak to your doctor for any fertility drug therapy required. Speaking of surgical intervention, that can be needed for fallopian tube blockage, fibroid, or PCOS, etc. And now let's get on to ART, Assisted Reproductive Technology. ART includes all sorts of fertility treatments in which eggs or embryos are handled outside the body. The eggs from the woman's body are combined with the sperms in the laboratory, and then they are transferred back in the woman's body or the donor's body for implantation. Subsequently, we have following types of ART available. We'll begin with IUI, in which sperms are inserted in the woman's uterus at the time of ovulation. Next, we have IVF, which is the talk of the town these days. So in IVF, fertilization occurs outside the body in laboratory, and then embryo is transferred to woman's uterus after 3 to 5 days. This embryo can also be frozen for future transfer, and then this procedure becomes FET or frozen embryo transfer. ICSI is a subtype of IVF where a single sperm is injected in a mature egg, and it is used in couples with male infertility factors. ZIFT and GIFT are rarely used methods. Now, success rates of ART depends on various factors such as the clinic performing the procedure, infertility diagnosis, or a woman's age. Out of all these, a woman's age is particularly important. Also, ART can be expensive and time-consuming, but it has revolutionized the lives of couples seeking to conceive. Moreover, multiple pregnancies are the common complications associated with ART, leading to premature birth, and this can be minimized by single embryo transfer instead of multiple embryos. And now, it's time to click and connect to your Healthyvows. Do subscribe and stick around for more educational content coming your way.